91.1 FM. We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Wednesday and I'm in the studio. That means it's Date Shape Wednesday, because you know why? We've got the amazing Jen Champion back in the studio with Date Shape. Oh my gosh. We're back. And so much has happened.
So much.
Really? Let's talk about it. You had the big announcement.
Yes.
That was your first time on the show.
Yes.
And then you had the big happy hour.
Right.
How did that go?
Awesome.
Wonderful. And now you're kicking it. Like, you've got clients rolling, you got people signing up. And speaking of that, who do we have in the studio this morning?
My name's Patrick.
We've got Patrick. Patrick is one of your clients.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So today we're going to talk a little bit about, obviously, what's it like. Date Shape's been going for a while now, and talk about it from a client perspective, as well as Power 50.
Yes.
Now, Power 50, you want to tell us a little bit about Power 50, and then we'll kind of turn it over to Patrick a little bit.
Yeah, and he can speak to Power 50 too.
Can he?
Yes,
oh, wow.
He can too.
Okay.
It's an incredible HIT class. Adrian is our special instructor. It's his creation. He came up with it, and he's been teaching in Houston for years.
Wow.
We're very lucky to have him. It's 30 minutes. Only 30 minutes.
Okay.
You can do it. Anyone can do it.
And I think we have some video clips, actually. I hope you guys aren't scared, but I did grab some video clips of you two doing Power 50 this weekend, and Adrian as well, and we'll be showing those sometime during the show.
Awesome. Yes.
So, Patrick.
Yes.
We're only going to say Patrick because Patrick is a client. And Patrick has his own personal life, and we don't want to expose him because everybody would just be calling Patrick, right? No, but so tell us a little bit about you, Patrick, and how you came about to Date Shape.
Well, through social media, I found Jen.
Okay.
And basically sent her a text and figured out that the dating apps really are not that awesome.
Really? Tell us about that, Patrick. What's that experience like on this day? I've never done it, and I tell people I don't understand why anybody would do it. Explain that to me.
Yeah, so on the dating apps, one of the things that you have to deal with are a lot of scammers.
Okay.
From a guy's perspective, from my perspective.
And what do you mean by that?
So you get people, whether it's a lady or a guy, you don't know because
right. You're being scammed.
So you don't know who's on the other end. They could be sending you pictures of some other person. You have no idea.
Right.
And so, they'll go through these big elaborate schemes and tell you, oh, I'm going out of town, I'll be back, let's go have coffee then, or whatever the case may be. And then, you get these, oh, I can't get back into the States, I have this custom issue.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I need to give them $1,000. And you're like, okay, well, haven't even met you before, and you're asking me for money.
Wow.
So that's just one, and then you have other ones that will come up with, oh, will you go pick these things up for me and send them,
So it sounds like people are utilizing the dating apps for business purposes and all types of other things that and that's not what dating is supposed to be, right,
No,
Patrick? I mean,
correct,
I mean, Jen, Cham, at the end of the day, And I think why you created and what you do is, what happened to the natural process? I mean,
yeah, the process now is turned into looking at these doctored pictures of you, or pictures of whoever, if it's not even the real you, doctored pictures, and you're looking at that, and you have these write-ups which may or may not even be who that person really is.
Right. And so you did go on a few dates under the apps, and
I did have a couple of coffee dates.
Okay.
You get anything from those pictures, because they don't look. There were a couple
I don't
of
take
them
good
that
pictures, probably.
Yeah, I
right?
don't take good pictures, but
I used to have blue eyes. Now they're
pictures
brown.
of- There were pictures of her 10 years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
And so you're like, okay, so the flow wasn't there.
Yeah. It wasn't real.
No.
It wasn't real.
No.
And then what did you find differently after talking to Jen?
So with Jen, I got to actually sit down, have a communication about what my priorities are, what I'm looking for in that special lady.
Okay.
And so I forget how many, 4 or 5 dates that I've been on.
You're rolling. You're a rock star. Yeah.
And so it's so you get to she pre-filters them based on what I'm looking for.
Right.
And so then you're dealing with that natural connection. Do I have that connection with that person? Am I able to relay and get into, okay, there's an awkward situation. What do I say now? So you don't have that.
Right.
Sometimes you do, but that's not a natural.
Well, I guess
that's
the
a natural
first
problem, I guess.
part to what you were saying is you actually get what you asking for. I mean,
Right.
there's no. I mean, and I think a lot of it is back to what we were saying. It's the real.
Exactly.
She's matching you to
Exactly.
someone who really matches to what you want.
Exactly.
And I think
right.
that is huge. And you do that, Jen, like through your relationships, right? You want to know your client. You want to know.
Absolutely.
You want to talk a little bit
The
about
face-to-face interaction is huge, and we met at Date Shape,
Okay.
which that's great. I would love to have everyone come in and meet me live and in person at
Right.
Date Shape. We have those conversations about what they're looking for, and the must-haves, of course, is where we start. And me finding out like what makes you tick, and it is a process. We talked about that, and I say that to my clients, and they say okay, but then like once we get going, you realize that you're going to learn about yourself too, right?
Right.
And so it is a process for everyone, and the live aspect of us meeting and you and I having that face to face, I think is the key to the whole formula.
Right. Right.
And creates that, like you said, that connection. When you meet someone, you
Right.
already know. Like, you already know what you have in
It
common.
is the real picture. It is the real must-haves. It is. You're having a real conversation
Correct, right.
on a real basis to start.
Right.
There's none of this gimmicks and games and all this other stuff that all these other apps and things promise that don't deliver.
Right.
Is that what we're really getting at here?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
like, that who you're meeting is what I told you.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that picture you saw was them, like, this year.
Was a real picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit about the Power 50. So have you experienced, you obviously have a video, how do you feel with regard to actually having the ability to have the connection side going out on the dates, and then also have the ability from the fitness perspective to kind of the mind, the body, and the spirit, and having both parts to the puzzle?
Well, fitness people have a tendency to really be more attractive to more people who are into fitness.
I totally agree. Yeah.
And so when you start bringing the two together, you have a natural conversation, natural allure of the person that you can talk to.
Sure.
That you don't have to sit there and try to drum up what am I going to talk about next.
Right.
Fitness people like to talk about fitness.
Right.
What do I do? What am I, how do I get better?
Right.
What do I eat? What do I don't eat? And different things like that, my cheat meals. And so it brings in the ability for you to really build a connection on things that you already have in common.
Right.
And so I'm big into fitness. 6 to 7 days a week, I'm doing something fitness wise.
Which is great.
And so most of the time I'm lifting weights. But I enjoy Jen's class,
Right.
which is great. It gives me my cardio. I hate
Right.
cardio. I'm not a
Right.
cardio guy.
And you're also, let me chime in here if I may, you're also in the class with other singles.
Right.
Yes.
So let's talk.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know that you're there, and
Exactly.
it's a group of people that are like-minded, and all single. It's just another way, and a very who wants to go to these freaking bars? And
Yeah.
let's talk
Right.
about that, Patrick.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not a bar guy.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I like to have a glass of wine
Yeah.
or an occasional mojito or something like that.
Sure.
But I'm not a bar guy.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go sit in a bar. I'm not gonna buy drinks for that lady across the bar. I'm just not a bar guy.
Right.
It doesn't fit into what I want to do with my life. It's just not me.
Right.
So for me to be able to meet fitness like-minded individual at fitness events, that's what I like. And that's, if there were more events like that,
Yeah.
I would probably go to more events
Right.
There
that
will
are
be-
just single,
Right.
that are
And
just
not to
single
say, and not
oriented.
to say that we don't, like you said to your point, you want to have a glass of wine, but at your happy hour event, right?
Right.
It's being in an environment where people are like-minded, who are singles, who are looking for something healthy. Bingo. And
Yeah.
and most of the time, and most of the times, you're not going to find that.
Right.
And I always say, where it happened to the organic way in the grocery stores, natural. We've got to get back to that, and I think that's what I'm hearing, which is amazing. Did you have something to say before we go to
Well,
commercial?
I mean,
Sure.
I think what the key, element of what you're speaking on is lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
You have a very,
Yeah.
strong sense of your lifestyle.
Yeah, very
Being
much.
in fitness, taking, that very serious. And that's needs to be with someone else that can relate to that, understand that, and appreciate it, because that is how you live your life.
Right.
So, it does provide that for the singles. If you're at date shape in a class or an event, that person next to you is single.
Right.
And they share in that desire and the way that they live their life.
And they've gone through the screening, they've gone through the process. A lot of that's already been done. So it's a really great thing. So we're going to take a really quick commercial, and we'll be back and talk some more.
All right.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Turn on your glam today. The Jenna Klein collection is here, elaborated with natural products. Give yourself a compliment with our organic lip glosses in more than 15 shades. With the Jenna Klein Lip Gloss collection, you can hydrate your lips and keep that glamorous look that you need. Turn on your glam. Visit jennaklein.com. And don't forget our skincare collection with natural ingredients that will improve the skin's appearance and prevent visible signs of aging. We have everything you need to achieve smooth and vitalized skin. jennaklein.com. Turn on your glam today.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
It started as a dream. When I was a little kid, I always wanted to have my own restaurant. And it was a dream that finally we had the opportunity to build it here in the Woodlands. And I'm so happy with it.
It's a really authentic Italian food. I try to maintain the most original possible. It's very important. Every day I make my fresh pasta.
Chi mangia bene,
Mangia
mangia
italiano.
italiano. Please come and visit us.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY
Cupcakes and Bubbles,
91.1 FM.
located at 26400 Kirkendall Road in Tomball, Texas. Cupcakes and Bubbles has the sweetest and most delicious cupcakes for the entire family. From chocolate raspberry, strawberry rhubars, cookies and cream, and the most popular among kids, the s'mores cupcake. Come and enjoy our cupcakes with a glass of your favorite bubbles. Visit www.cupcakesandbubbles.com for the complete list of our delicious cupcakes. Order online through our webpage. DoorDash and Uber Eats is available too. Enjoy life's sweetest moments with Cupcakes and Bubbles.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Woodlands Prime Lending, offering business loan programs for all types of endeavors. Need a startup loan, equipment financing, or even a business line of credit? Woodlands Prime Lending offers a variety of commercial loans to help you get funded when you need it. Call 713-900-7170 or visit us on our website at woodlandsprimelending.com to schedule an appointment today. Getting a loan is easy with Woodlands Prime Lending.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Come to a Cinco de Mayo fiesta on Saturday, May 2nd, 2020, starting at 2 p.m. at Heritage Place Park, 500 Collins Street, Conroe, Texas, 77301. Enjoy music, food, folkloric dancers, vendors, and entertainment for children. Learn about numerous nonprofit organizations that serve the public. Register to vote, meet candidates, and hear keynote speakers. Sponsored by the Montgomery County Democratic Party.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, good morning and welcome back to the show. And yes, it's Wednesday. And yes, I'm in the studio because I'm in the studio on Wednesday. That means it's Date Shape Wednesday. And I have the amazing Jen Champion who's back in the studio with Date Shape talking all about. You've come so far so soon. I mean,
Thank you.
We were just talking about the launch. We were talking about the grand opening. Now we're talking to clients, Patrick here, all about how amazing the process has been. I want to see the quick videos though. I have you two guys for Power 50. Ivan, can we get those up? You said that y'all did that on Saturday. Was it this past Saturday?
This past, and it's every Saturday.
Okay, and so what time is it on Saturdays?
8:30. 8:30 Saturday at Date Shape.
Well, look at that. So what's going on there?
He's doing his test.
Who's he? Is that Adrian?
That's Adrian. Okay. That's the man.
Oh, right.
And he is getting ready. This is his warm-up and his rehearsal here.
Those look like those aren't easy. Like they look easy, but when you start doing, is those burpees?
Burpees, yeah. But I mean, there's a little kick in there. He's going side to side. Yeah, he's always coming up with something creative and new.
So that's the guy. We'll be speaking with him. He's going to be calling in. Is that correct?
Yes, 10:30.
So we'll be learning a little bit more about how he came up with this concept. What do you find, and Patrick, what did you think was so different about Power 50?
What I liked about it is it's 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's great. It's a 30-minute workout. It was intense.
Okay.
It was great.
Now look who we see. Is that Jen and Patrick?
Yeah, that looks like that's both
it's a little
of us.
upside down.
We're upside down. That's okay. We can, we can
tilt
balance
tilt your head
upside down.
Tilt your screens, but or turn your It's okay. So that was so. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were saying.
It's an intense workout. It's 30 minutes, and since I'm not a cardio person, I don't like to do a ton of cardio. I don't want to burn too much muscle.
Yeah.
It's 30 minutes of enough exercise for me.
Sure.
Without burning a lot of muscle.
Okay.
So it was great. I liked it. I'm definitely going to be going back for more. So it's just an enjoyable time.
And if anyone is interested, you said it's on what days?
Saturday.
Okay, so Saturday. And do they need to register? Talk to them a little bit,
Please,
Jen.
yes.
Yeah.
If you could go onto Facebook, we have the invitation for Power 50 at Date Shape Saturdays at 8:30. Yes, please go ahead and register. Obviously, dropping in is fine. I will be there. But we'd love to have you RSVP and join us.
Okay. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, Patrick, so obviously, you're a client and all's well. But so for listeners out there who are interested now, and you've got them going, ooh, I want to get in. What was that process like as far as walk everyone through from the time you called her, from the time you got the date? Give us some insights on where you went and what's going on. Yeah.
So it was very, very simple, very easy. I sent her a message on Instagram. She gave me a phone number, said to call whenever I have a free moment. Gave her a call. We set up a time. Literally, this was within 2 days for us to set up a time for us to meet.
Okay.
I met with her. I think we talked for almost 2.5, maybe 3 hours.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And so she asked me a lot of questions. I gave her a lot of information. She was taking notes, wrote everything down, most everything down. Got all of that, and I believe within 24 to 48 hours, she was, hey, do you want to go on it? Here's a couple.
Wow.
Which one would you like to go out with?
Wow.
I picked 2 out of those, and we did a Friday date and we did a Sunday date.
Okay.
You know, I met with both the individuals. We all, you know, we clicked, we talked. You know, we figured out, you know, different things that we like and dislike. And, you know, basically kind of went from there.
Yeah. And so Jen and Patrick, you can chime in. If someone does do the process and they start dating and they're interested, let's say they get interested in someone particular. Let's say Patrick decides Jill's the girl.
Right.
How does that next step work for Patrick, and how,
Sure.
what would you do, Patrick, as well? Yeah.
Do you want me to tell?
Anyone.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah,
Anyone.
no, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that if you or a client meets someone that they do hit it off with and they really like, they can freeze their time. Okay, so they can explore that relationship.
Because the ultimate goal is for Patrick to find the one.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
So Patrick is on the storyline of what I'm trying to do here is, so Patrick's gone on a few dates, right?
Right.
His ultimate goal is to find that connection.
Exactly.
And that once he finds that connection, it's to continue for the lifestyle, but continue to go to the classes, do things of that nature.
Sure.
But to walk people through.
Sure,
Yes.
absolutely. So he had his first date right away,
Yeah.
and second,
Yeah.
and you hit it off, right? They
Right.
were great dates.
Yes, they were.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
we were there for a couple hours both times.
right, and the feedback was great. You wanted to see them again, so you know he is going to continue to
Sure.
meet new dates as well. But you know you're going to explore the ones that you've already met and connected with. Ultimately, going on hold is the ideal situation for you, obviously. And you can, like I said, you can go on hold and freeze your time. You're not going to lose any of your time.
Okay.
And come back if you need to and pick up where you left
Sure.
off. Because, you know, my clients are professionals. They're busy. A healthy lifestyle, active lifestyle. So, you know, sometimes you just need to focus on that one person. You can't be dating multiples. You know, once it gets to the point where you do want to see where it's going.
And you have a date coming up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So to your point, you know, at some point,
Right.
When Patrick connects, and maybe it's 2 or 3 people, but once he connects to someone,
Right.
He can then, you know, put himself on hold.
Absolutely.
And then the goal I said was to refer someone, right? And so,
Oh, yes,
yeah.
yes,
so the
yes,
point is,
yes.
you know, if you find that connection, you're happy. Obviously, you'll refer someone else, and the process keeps going.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you for that.
Yes. And if someone doesn't find someone, again, during the process, they can go to the classes while they're looking for. Let's talk a little bit. Let's say someone doesn't get someone within 24 hours or in 48 hours or still waiting for that. What would you tell people?
If they're not matched or if a connection's
They're
not
waiting
made.
for that. You know, they've seen 4 or 5 people you've presented.
Okay.
And they're like, you know
Right.
what? That's just not what I want yet. A week has gone by. 2
Right.
weeks have gone by. Because it has to be the right person.
Absolutely.
We never want to push somebody on something that is not right. So
Exactly.
what would you tell to clients that, you know, a week has gone by, 2 weeks have gone by? What are some of the ways that they can be involved in the process while they're waiting?
Absolutely. So the classes, of course, right?
Okay.
Power 50, amazing. We had so much fun. We were
Sure.
all looking for the garbage can a couple times, but but it was a bonding moment.
Sure.
So the classes, our meditation workshop starting
Awesome.
in April,
Let's talk
which
a
is
little bit about that.
yes, and that's going to be incredible because that will be Q&A and
Okay.
and you know some great dialogue there about learning the fundamentals of meditation and yoga.
Right.
And
So bringing the mind part of it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes, because we want to feel good inside. Yes, we are going to be fit and strong outside, but inside we want to also feel complete and whole and be in the moment. And meditation teaches you that, to be in the moment, embrace where you are.
And so classes will be coming up for that as well.
April.
Awesome. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so, yeah, go ahead.
Well, so the workshops, I'm starting my Pop 50.
Yay, let's talk about
Pop
that.
50.
You've been telling me
Pop
about
Pilates.
You've been telling me about Pop. So tell us about
Yes,
Pop.
Pop Pilates,
Yes.
Power 50. Yes, my Pop Pilates is incredible. Cassie Ho, she's
Okay.
the #1 YouTube fitness personality. Did you know that? Okay, so she's incredible.
You mean it's not, you sure it's not you? It should be by now. Okay.
I know.
but-
I got to come up with something.
Okay, come on. Anyway, shortly. Keep
Yes.
going. Keep going.
So yes, Pop Pilates, my favorite. It's a mat workout,
Okay.
full body, choreographed to music.
Yay.
So she took the mat workout, which is incredible, and she made it fun, and she put music to it. So we're gonna move. We're gonna feel good. There's modifications for every move, so don't worry, Patrick. We will.
Yeah, Patrick's looking a little
We
weird
have-
over here. Patrick, come on.
We
How's that going to work out?
Yeah.
You have to, and it's
You're
right
gonna figure it
after
out.
Power
You're gonna figure it
50,
out.
so you're
Well,
not gonna have
think
a
about it. There'll be
choice.
singles in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We might have to just stay
You may have
just
to just
on
figure
that
it out.
notion.
You may have to figure
Just-
it out.
At least
Yeah.
for the opener,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Check it out.
Yes.
Yes. No, it's an incredible workout. It's a feel-good workout. It's one of those, and like Power 50, you leave, you want more. You
Right.
want to do it again.
Right.
So those two are the
Awesome.
opener.
So those will be coming up as well, which is great. Not just Power 50, but you'll also be offering pop, and the meditation classes is coming up. And let's talk to. And I'm guessing. I know people are probably saying, "Well, what if I'm just not that fitness person all
Right.
the way?"
Right.
And so day shape is not just about because you're fit and you have to be fit. The other aspect is people can come in and socialize at some of the happy hour events. You want to
Sure.
talk a little bit about how you're going to have those and why yours are different than going just out to a happy hour event?
Right. Well, we will have mixers
Okay.
at Date Shape, and it allows people, singles, to come in and to network as well. So that is the whole premise. You know, you're meeting new people. Everyone there is single, and we're all professionals, so we're all sharing ideas and we're bringing our thoughts together. And who we meet there, can lead to other new people in our lives. So it's a great opportunity to meet singles and potentially find a match. However, just making that connection with new people in our lives that can offer, help with our professional lives, not just the fitness. And emotionally, we'll have the meditation. I'm going to have a therapist come in
Oh,
and
wow.
also have
Patrick, you're going to have everything you need.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
So if I have a horrible date, I can talk to the
you
therapist.
can talk to the therapist.
I'm
have
good.
You
I'm
can
good.
have you can have some of the fitness aspects, the cardio, and so no, but really, it's the
mind
whole,
body,
It's the whole process.
mind
over
body,
there, yeah.
and connection. You hear that, but what I mean by that, mind body, the connection would be the matchmaking piece, and also networking piece. You don't have to have a love interest with these people. It could be friendship and.
Right.
Just connecting on a level of professionalism.
Well, you always say something about your studio that I think is very cool. You always say it's my home away from home. You want it to feel. She was, and I know I was a part of helping you, get it up and running for the. And I'll never forget, which I think is speaks to you. It speaks to the whole concept, and it speaks to what Patrick is saying here today. You said, I want my clients to walk in here, and I want them to feel. I want them to feel that I'm natural, that this is my home away from home, and it has my personal feel on that. You want to speak on that? I think that's
Sure.
huge, and I think Patrick
Thank you.
is saying he feels that. Obviously.
Good. Yeah. I mean, I had a client come in, a candidate come in last week. We rolled out the yoga mats and we sat Indian style talking. I mean, we got down face to face.
Don't be jealous, Patrick. I didn't get that.
Sorry, we were on my cute stools though.
Patrick,
on my
We were on-
you had to go
we
to
were
the
on stools.
office.
I had to
You
sit
go
on.
the
Oh my
office.
gosh.
we were on the cute bar. I have to, I had to use
And
my.
your
But
rug
Patrick,
on
you
the
did get a date
floor.
within 24 hours.
Yeah.
I did.
That's what's important,
I did.
right?
I did.
Sorry,
Okay,
we
but
can
anyway.
go have a powwow on the
Okay,
yoga mats. Yeah.
Anytime you need. Okay,
Yeah.
but anyway, to
no,
your point.
but so
yeah.
it's a casual environment. It's a feel good. It is natural. It is about not, people say, what should I wear? Be you.
That's the key.
Come you. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, that's what I want. I want the organic you. And, if it means we kick off our shoes and we sit on yoga mats, great. Whatever people feel comfortable doing.
Because you are, correct me if I'm wrong, you are studying the individual
Yes.
as well as what you're getting off of what they say to
Yes.
know their personality. And so the more that they're themselves,
Right.
the more you'll in mind, because you've got these candidates, you know these people personally. Oh,
It's a
you may have
feeling.
would have said, oh, this is the person, but then after them connecting with you more, you then go, oh, I have somebody else in mind. Why it's so important to do that, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that's-
did you said that y'all got
Yeah,
really
that's
into it.
super important for her to understand the client, which I completely think she does.
Versus an app that doesn't even know who you are.
Versus exactly of you're reading text of, it could be a copy and pasted text from something that they liked that somebody else used. So you just have no idea what you're meeting, when you do the dating apps.
Do you want to tell us any crazy stories that happened?
I
nice
had
ones. One that you don't
yeah,
mind
okay,
telling.
so I had
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
She was a gem dealer.
Gem dealer.
So
Like
she
a
buys
gems.
rare gems.
Okay.
And so I messaged her, and she and I kind of hit it off. And the nice thing about this one was, the bad thing was she spoke great English. A lot of times they're copy and paste, and you can kind of tell right off the bat that they're a scam or they're going down that road. So there were genuinely texted types and typing out and everything. So I'm one of those type guys. I get out of the dating app as quickly as I can.
Okay.
And so I wanted to meet for coffee.
Okay.
And she said, "Oh, I'm leaving tomorrow." I said, "Okay."
It was okay.
She was going to Brazil. She was going to go buy gems. I was like, "Okay, great. When you get back, can we text while you're gone?" And so we swapped numbers.
Okay.
So we're texting back and forth, and she's sending me pictures of gems that she's buying, supposedly.
She's keeping you involved? She's getting to know her?
She's keeping me involved. I found out through asking.
Sure.
She had family in town.
Okay.
She has a lot of friends. Blah blah blah. So, next thing I know, she's texting me saying, "Okay, hey, wish me luck. I'm coming back. I'm gonna go through customs."
Okay.
So I'm like, "Okay, great. Good luck." And I didn't hear anything for about 2 hours. So I texted back and I said, "Hey, how did customs go?"
Yeah.
And she texted back. She said, "Oh, not good." And I'm like, "Well, what's going on?"
I'm gonna arrest you.
And then I
take
get
my
this.
jewels from me.
Yeah. So then I get this big long text.
Yeah.
She never asked for money yet, but it was, "Oh, I'm stuck in customs. I've spent too much money.
Oh, wow.
I can't go to my clients and ask for more money and blah 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 and all this other stuff."
would hate to
and
ask
so,
you, but-
and so she didn't get to that point yet, and so
okay.
I'm like, okay, and I'm already cued
Starting
in.
to get it,
I'm
yeah.
already starting to get. So I'm like, well, I hope you get through. Then she comes through and says, could you wire over $1,000?
Wow.
And so I'm like, well, I literally just invested in a gym, so I have no extra cash.
Good for you. Yeah.
And so, I was kind of keeping it light
Yeah, you
on
were
the
trying to
case
just
that
push her
maybe this was just a circumstance. And so, she's like, well, I can't go back and ask for more money. And she was really starting to push. And I that's when I came out and I said, well, you said you have family in town. You have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
You're asking a guy that you don't know for $1,000 to be wired to Brazil. I said, well, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. Good for you.
And so, and then from there, it's
just
really
went-
just kind
it
of
was over
really
at that
it was
point.
done.
But the
She
point
figured out
you
I
get-
knew.
Yeah. It's
Or
again,
he. It could have been a he.
It could have been
I
a
don't
he.
even know
Yeah,
who it
who
was,
knows?
right?
To your point, there's no way you can get the real connection. I mean, it's not. You don't know what you're talking to or who you're talking to,
Right.
like you said.
Right.
And
So-
go ahead.
So
yes.
one of the things that when I was on the apps, because that was a lot of that.
Obviously.
One of the things that I would do, and it would throw people off, some of them not. I would say, hey, are you at home? Well, yeah, I'm at home. And I would say, okay, could you go in the kitchen and grab a spoon and take a selfie with the spoon? What? You don't believe this is me? And then I know that's not really...
This is what's
Yeah.
going on with
so
these
I
apps.
have to ask
Oh
that
my
because I
God.
can't tell, was that picture you or is it somebody else?
Why are people having to go through this? And why are people? This is is this
It's a racket.
Oh my
I
God!
mean,
I'm gonna
it's a
take a
racket.
commercial break because I'm
Yeah.
getting a headache just hearing
Yeah.
about it. We'll be right back.
We need a break.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Cupcakes and Bubbles, located at 26400 Kirkendall Road in Tomball, Texas. Cupcakes and Bubbles has the sweetest and most delicious cupcakes for the entire family. From chocolate raspberry, strawberry rhubars, cookies and cream, and the most popular among kids, the s'mores cupcake. Come and enjoy our cupcakes with a glass of your favorite bubbles. Visit www.cupcakesandbubbles.com for the complete list of our delicious cupcakes. Order online through our webpage. DoorDash and Uber Eats is available too. Enjoy life's sweetest moments with Cupcakes and Bubbles.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
It started as a dream. When I was a little kid, I always wanted to have my own restaurant. And it was a dream that finally we had the opportunity to build it here in the Woodlands. And I'm so happy with it.
It's a really authentic Italian food. I try to maintain the most original possible. It's very important. Every day I make my fresh pasta.
Chi mangia bene, mangia italiano. Please come and visit us.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY
Turn on your glam today.
91.1
The
FM.
Jenna Klein collection is here, elaborated with natural products. Give yourself a compliment with our organic lip glosses in more than 15 shades. With the Jenna Klein lip gloss collection, you can hydrate your lips and keep that glamorous look that you need. Turn on your glam. Visit jennaklein.com. And don't forget our skincare collection with natural ingredients that will improve the skin's appearance and prevent visible signs of aging. We have everything you need to achieve smooth and vitalized skin. jennaklein.com. Turn on your glam today.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Come to a Cinco de Mayo fiesta on Saturday, May 2nd, 2020, starting at 2 p.m. at Heritage Place Park, 500 Collins Street, Conroe, Texas, 77301. Enjoy music, food, folklore, dancers, vendors, and entertainment for children. Learn about numerous nonprofit organizations that serve the public. Register to vote, meet candidates, and hear keynote speakers. Sponsored by the Montgomery County Democratic Party.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. It's time to change. If you like country, we play it. If you like pop, we play it. If you like Latin music, we play it. If you like rock and roll, we play it. Because no one does fusion music like we do. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Good morning and welcome back. It is Wednesday. It is Date Shape Wednesday in the studio this morning. And we're so lucky we've got the Gen Champion back talking all about it. And more importantly, we've got Patrick as his testimony this morning telling us why people should not be going on those apps. I got a headache hearing you. I got a headache just listening. Poor you.
That's constant.
So how do people, I really want to take a moment because I hear people all the time say, oh, I'm on the apps, or oh, and I'm going, is this what they're all doing? Why would anybody want to do this to themselves? I don't understand it. Because it can't just be happening to you. It has to be happening to other people. I mean,
Well, I'll tell you what my take on that is. I didn't know anything else.
True.
So the date apps are in your face.
There you go.
Every day you have everybody talking about it, right?
Media
it makes it easy for me to put my profile out there. It's convenient. I can do it from my phone. I can do all that stuff, right? So I think it's mostly because people don't know there's a better option.
Got it. That is a very...
Not yet.
Jen, I think you're going to have to up that marketing, huh?
I know.
We're going to have to be date shaping it every day.
I got to post 3 times a day.
So to everyone in the world, here she is. Jen Champ, you want to tell yourself who you are again? And
yes.
Let's revisit that, and then we have a couple of questions we want to go to. Patrick.
Jen Champion. Date Shape is my studio. The Champion Connection is my matchmaking business. So I put together the Champion Connection and fitness and created Date Shape. So it's a place where singles can come and mingle and network and come to workshops, classes, share that fitness lifestyle, the way we live, and also meet new singles, work out, and get fit.
such as Patrick's here this morning telling us all about his amazing experience with Date Shape and with Jen and the whole process versus the apps. Now it's going to be like, ooh, the apps. So, Patrick, you brought up a great point during commercial that I wanted to highlight. You want to tell a little bit about what you were talking about?
So one of the things that's really great with Jen is, everybody's on social media. Everybody talks. You have Instagram, you have Facebook, you have all the Twitter, all the other stuff, right? So without making it like Instagram stalking or Facebook stalking somebody, right? You can take a picture of that profile of that person and you can send it over to Jen. Jen will get in contact with that person and vet that person based on my criteria or my wants or needs or whatever.
Wow.
And she can look at that and say, like, there was one, I sent Jen one.
Okay.
And not to say that real religious is not, I'm just not real religious.
Right,
but
right.
Jen was vetting her through, and she found out she was very religious.
Okay.
And so at that point, I sent her a text back. I said, you know what, I really, somebody who's that far religious, I'm like, you know what, I am religious, but it's not
My
a
connection.
match
It's
for
not a
you.
connection to me.
that's not something that's going to work. I don't
Right.
think that's going to
Because
work.
it's long term. Yeah.
So, so she'll go through, she'll vet them,
awesome.
she'll look at them, and make sure that everything's kosher. Tell them about my little quirks or my I don't want to say issues, but my personality.
Right.
So that she can match and make sure that our personalities will
Well,
work out
I think this
together.
is a great point, and Jen, you can probably chime in
Please.
on this. I think that's a huge thing because it kind of goes back to what you were saying about the apps. If you find somebody out there who you think, hey, this is somebody I'm interested in, at least by the look, obviously, or there's some characteristics you see going on. To your point earlier, to make sure that it is what you see, send that over to Jen. Jen will then vet that person and then tell you, yay, it was what you were really thinking, or
Right.
no, it's not.
Yeah.
You want to speak
Right.
to how you do that? And,
Sure.
and- yeah.
Well, I mean, I've mentioned it before. I am a matchmaker, of course, but more than anything, I'm a recruiter. And I'm going to go after potential matches for my clients. That's what I do. I'm going to put myself out there for my clients to find them their champion connection. So you've been incredible. Yeah, I mean, like lead city over here, which is incredible. But it's a very friendly, warm, easy breezy message that I would send saying, hey, as you can see, I'm a matchmaker. My studio Date Shape, and I have a client that I think would be a great fit for you. Are you single?
Right.
Maybe you'd be interested. If so, message me back. Here's my number if you want to call.
And then at that point, the person, if they will come in, meet with you.
Absolutely, always. We're going to meet. We're going
Yeah.
to meet at Date Shape. I'm going to meet candidates. I'm going to meet clients. We're going to sit on yoga mats or my cute stools, whatever. We're going to talk either way,
And
candidate,
you'll also
client.
meet people out if they need to. Date Shape
Sure.
is obviously why you launched it. You want everyone to know you've launched the studio to give people a home away from home,
Right.
so to speak, to come in a very comfortable environment, to meet with you and to talk about that. That's why
Absolutely.
you launched that.
Yes, but if I need
If
to go
they're traveling
downtown
or
or
they're-
if
yeah.
Galleria, I'll come to whoever. Absolutely. But it is a place where singles can come and relax. Even, it doesn't have to be us meeting. It's you coming just to hang out, right?
Right.
So, yes, absolutely.
And I just thought of a question. Is your speaking to kind of what he said, and say someone's in New York, someone's in London, they are in another country, and they're interested in someone. Do you do that as well?
I can. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
recruiter. I'll find what people are looking for. Like
Yeah,
if
that's a key point right there. You'll find what
I'll
they're looking
find
for.
yes. I'm going to learn about you, find out what you're looking for, and whatever it is. I don't want anyone to ever feel like they can't tell me exactly what they want, because that's what you want. That's what
Patrick's
comes.
wanting to talk. I see it.
Yeah, so
Please,
that's
you
what
talk.
I really like that about her, because she wants to know as much
There's
information
no judgment.
about. Yeah, she doesn't judge.
Right.
Well,
Go ahead.
I was going to say a statement, but
Can
we'll
we? You
leave
can.
that one. Nah, we'll
no,
leave that one
we
off.
want to leave that one off. We'll
so-
say that during commercial.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
maybe during the commercial. I don't want to.
Okay.
That'll.
Okay.
But she really asks a lot of questions.
Right.
So with me, I think it was probably a little easier because
or open.
I was pretty much,
Yeah.
I knew what I was, I
Yeah.
know, what I'm looking for.
Okay.
I know what I want, and so she has a
Do
very
you want to tell everyone
solid.
what you want, or tell the world out there if you're single what you're looking for?
Yeah, wow.
Okay, well,
Take this opportunity.
So, obviously, I want somebody who's into fitness.
Yeah.
The optimal person would be somebody who competes. I've competed.
Okay.
Somebody who competes. Somebody who has a great career.
Okay.
On track with that career. Not necessarily it doesn't have to be outside of fitness, but it just has to be a solid career.
Okay.
And somebody who's very personable, open to
Yeah.
a lot of different things. As I am, I'm the type of individual that it doesn't matter what we're doing. I'm gonna find the fun in what we're doing. I'm gonna be
Positive.
silly, goofy, make people laugh. And that's just the way I am. That's how I am. I like to make people laugh. That's always a good point or a good quality in people. But I can be kind of silly, quirky,
Okay.
silly
Yeah.
on occasion.
You gotta have humor.
But yeah, so those are really kind of
Your core preference.
my core
Okay.
preferences.
Okay.
From there, people who like to be outside, who
Okay.
like to do things. Physical activity is always fun.
Yeah.
I'm into guns. I like guns.
Okay.
I'm into
So the first
cars.
date could be a gun range date with this one.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Yeah. Okay.
I'm into cars.
Okay.
I own a pretty high horsepower race car.
So you like cars. Okay.
And so it's just being able to connect and having that fun. But those are kind of my criteria
Sure,
on
sure.
what I like to do.
Sure.
And the must-haves, we went over those.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So it's important to be able to communicate.
Of course.
For me,
Communication's key in any
communication
relationship. You
is-
have to communicate.
yeah, and I don't want to hear somebody. Well, I really don't like that about you, but I didn't want to say something. No, I'd rather you say something.
Exactly.
Say what you don't
Yeah.
like, because maybe it's something I'm not
Yeah.
even paying attention to.
And I think, to your point, if you're afraid that I can't speak to you, then
Right.
there's a problem.
Right.
Then you can't. Then we're not going to be able to go.
Exactly.
I always say in the beginning of a relationship, if you are not truly who you are, how do you expect it to go for 20 years down the road?
Right.
Or 30 years or
Right.
100 years or whatever you want. Be open. Be upfront, and
Right.
And you don't want to lose sight of that. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to, have that not be the core of your
yeah,
relationship.
You have to be yourself.
You have to,
real. Have to be
stay
real.
true,
Have to
right?
be
have to be
yourself.
real. Well, we're going to take, on that note, we'll take a quick commercial and we'll be right back.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Turn on your glam today. The KNLY collection is here, elaborated with natural products. Give yourself a compliment with our organic lip glosses in more than 15 shades. With the KNLY Lip Gloss collection, you can hydrate your lips and keep that glamorous look that you need. Turn on your glam. Visit KNLY.com. And don't forget our skincare collection with natural ingredients that will improve the skin's appearance and prevent visible signs of aging. We have everything you need to achieve smooth and vitalized skin. KNLY.com. Turn on your glam today.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
It started as a dream. When I was a little kid, I always wanted to have my own restaurant. And it was a dream that finally we had the opportunity to build it here in the Woodlands. And I'm so happy with it.
It's a really authentic Italian food. I try to maintain the most original possible. It's very important. Every day I make my fresh pasta.
Chi mangia bene,
Mangia
mangia
italiano.
italiano. Please come and visit us.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY
Cupcakes and Bubbles,
91.1
located
FM.
at 26400 Kirkendall Road in Tomball, Texas. Cupcakes and Bubbles has the sweetest and most delicious cupcakes for the entire family. From chocolate raspberry, strawberry rhubars, cookies and cream, and the most popular among kids, the s'mores cupcake. Come and enjoy our cupcakes with a glass of your favorite bubbles. Visit www.cupcakesandbubbles.com for the complete list of our delicious cupcakes. Order online through our webpage. DoorDash and Uber Eats is available too. Enjoy life's sweetest moments with Cupcakes and Bubbles.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Woodlands Prime Lending, offering business loan programs for all types of endeavors. Need a startup loan, equipment financing, or even a business line of credit? Woodlands Prime Lending offers a variety of commercial loans to help you get funded when you need it. Call 713-900-7170 or visit us on our website at woodlandsprimelending.com to schedule an appointment today. Getting a loan is easy with Woodlands Prime Lending.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Come to a Cinco de Mayo fiesta on Saturday, May 2nd, 2020, starting at 2 p.m. at Heritage Place Park, 500 Collins Street, Conroe, Texas, 77301. Enjoy music, food, folkloric dancers, vendors, and entertainment for children. Learn about numerous nonprofit organizations that serve the public. Register to vote, meet candidates, and hear keynote speakers. Sponsored by the Montgomery County Democratic Party.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Morning. Yes. We're back. It's Wednesday. It's Date Shape Wednesday. Jen, you want to take over? Go ahead. Tell us
The show?
Tell us what we're doing today. Tell us what we're doing. Yeah, Wednesdays, I
We're
guess, is your
talking
show. Yeah.
Date Shape Wednesday, absolutely. And I have my client Patrick here, client and friend. We're
Yes.
friends too.
Yes.
Yes. But we're talking Date Shape.
Okay.
And Patrick is also a member of Date Shape, and he's gone to Power 50, which you're coming again this Saturday,
Yes.
so that's a good
I will
sign.
be there, yes.
And he's been telling us about his awesome experience with Date Shape and why it's more important to do that and to do the natural connection than to get on a phone and scan.
Right.
Right.
The scams.
So
Stay
let's
away.
talk a little bit deeper into Date Shape. Someone out there listening and says, okay, they sound like they're fitness people and fitness,
Right.
and I just don't
Right.
know if I'm, speak to those people.
Absolutely. So Date Shape, yes, we have the fitness component, but we also have the emotional side and just the matchmaking. If you are okay on your own with, fitness and maybe you work out at a gym and, that's not what you're looking for, that's fine. I mean, I'm a matchmaker and we can just do the matchmaking.
Okay.
I have brought in, the fitness side of it with Date Shape, and that's great. But if that's not for you, that's okay. We can just talk matchmaking. Again, we're going to have that meeting. We're going to have that connection. Sit down and get to know you, and we'll just do the matchmaking. It doesn't have to be with classes. So anyone's welcome to come to Date Shape for the workshops, the seminars, but it's not a must.
Right.
We can just have the dates.
And the other side, right? Let's say someone you mentioned on one of your first times you were on the air, you said, hey, let's say someone was married for 25 years.
Right.
And they just got a divorce or
Right.
out of it, and they are like, oh my God, this is overwhelming. I don't know what. And
Yes.
they're not ready to quite jump out on the date, but they could go through some of the classes too for
Right.
a period of time and then work their way. You want to. The other side of that, right?
Well, you bring up a great point, because when you go through a divorce, so your second time around, the dating apps are probably going to be like scary, and you're not going to want to do that. That's just not for most people. So coming to me and having that experience of a personal connection with a matchmaker makes people feel better. And also me helping them understand, the whole dating process. And, the fitness side is there for them, but there's also the emotional side, the therapy, the meditation, bringing wholeness to yourself inside first and being able to feel good inside. And that'll help you with your dates. I mean, that's where you're going to be in the moment with your dates. So we can, explore fitness and also the internal with the workshops through meditation.
Yeah. So to your point, I mean, people sometimes may come in and they could start the process. They could start to tell you, hey, this is what I look for here's what I want, but I'm not quite ready yet. But I want to start that process because I want it to be a natural thing, and I want it to be organic, and I want to kind of slowly open myself up to this process.
And I have a client now who she's not quite ready to go on her dates, but we're training. We're doing Pilates. We're doing one-on-one Pilates and getting her in a place where she feels good and she's ready to go on those dates. So, you know, also through the meditation workshops, get yourself ready. Fill your cup inside first. And then when you're ready to get out there, I will help you with that dating process. And it can be scary. It can be scary for people. And, you know, I want it to be something they're excited about. So it's not a pressure situation. Like, no one's going to feel pressure from me. This has got to be something you want and you feel good about. And that comes from feeling good inside first.
Right. And also, and Patrick, you can chime in. Also, you can go out, like you were saying, on a date with someone. It can be a great connection, meaning that at least you know you're on the same page. But it's okay if it's not the one. Don't get like caught up in thinking, God, I went out, I thought they were great, we liked each other, but we're not. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah,
relax, right?
Yeah, so I mean, we've, you know, like I've mentioned, you know, I've been on a number of dates, and so there were a couple that I'm still talking to, and there are a couple that we've decided, no, you know, we're not. Won't
they
work
can't all
for
be
us.
right.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, because then everybody
there wouldn't be the connection. Yeah, you're supposed to only be connected with one in the end.
Yeah, so. It's Jen keeps everything very light. You know, she asks, you know, very cautiously and carefully, you know, do you want another date? Do you not? Do you want to slow down? What do you want to do? So, you know, she and I talk almost daily.
Okay.
We do.
You know, we text daily, but we talk, you know, probably every other day.
Yeah.
We talk after the date, and then she also gets feedback from the lady as well, and so there's a lot of communication that she does with you to understand, okay, this person that I selected and vetted for you, were they on the mark?
Right.
Or were they missing a piece of that pie?
So it helps control the emotional side and the timing side.
Yeah. So all of that works very, very well. You know, and like she's mentioned, you know, I can always go over and just sit down and have a conversation with her about, okay, we need to change this or this, or just she's a real friend, you know, someone that you can really just talk to.
Oh my God, is she not just the coolest person to talk to?
Oh, absolutely.
Is Jen not the coolest person to talk to?
Thank you.
Jen, we'll give you credits for that.
I appreciate
when
that.
we do talk, we talk for 30, 45 minutes. There's been a couple of times it's been an hour plus.
Yeah.
So
you have a wonderful personality.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's the other people do need to know that when they come to you, you are really a rarity in that you are a combination of both the serious side, because you want to get to the facts and understand who they are and get them what they want, but you are so congenial to talk to, so giving, so warm and real.
Thank you. I want people to feel that. I do. And I want people to feel comfortable. I mean, you don't have to be a fitness person. You don't. I mean, I'm here to help singles, right? Yeah. And if fitness is, you know, a goal for you, then great. We can explore that. But it's not necessary. I'm here to help singles find a connection. And, you know, that means a lot to me. Thank you. Because I want people to feel good and I want to give. I'm a giver. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, you've got about a minute, so tell everybody again.
Okay.
How do they get in touch with you?
Okay.
What's the best way? And classes, etc. Everything. Yeah.
Okay. So dateshapehouston@gmail.com, thechampionconnection.com, thechampionconnection@gmail. Please come to Date Shape this Saturday for Power 50, only at Date Shape, only in Houston, and only singles. So you know that cute single next to you, you know, is a potential date or a potential friend, right? I mean, a new friend in your life. But that's this Saturday, 8:30, Date Shape. You can also call me. All my information's on the website. Feel free, reach out, however you're comfortable. Instagram, Facebook, Champion Connection.
Great. And Patrick, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. And good luck. I know you're going to find your. I know you're going to find your connection. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
No doubt.
You already know.
We're close.
Okay. So everyone have a great day. Thank you for joining in, and we'll see you. We'll see you again with Date Shape.
Yes.
Have a great
Thank you.
Bye-bye.